Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4. Hold on. How does it go? It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blah blah blah. And then you get to 1,000, 100,000, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion, novillion, decillion, undecillion, duodecillion, tridecillion. Yeah. Well, I'll get on for a little bit. Hey, Maverick, how's it going? I was trying to figure out what the highest number I could count to was. I don't know. What's the highest number you can count to? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Well, no, we're not. Well, hey, Serrana might be. But I wouldn't ask her about that because it's a very personal question. Now, like, we had just got it. Yeah, we're actually still kind of just warming up. I need a bed. Hey, ma'am.
Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat.
Is that a euphemism for something? Fresh baked bread and...
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Sit in a room real quick.
I'll show you to your room. Right
Well,
this
because
way.
I was kind of in the middle of, like, coming back from this whole quest. We still gotta go talk to that dude. Hey, bunny. Sourdough. Ugh. Yeah, because it's got
Let me know if there's anything else.
that culture in it. You know, sourdough's, it's good. You know, all bread used to be sourdough before they came out with, like, you know, mass production yeast. Alright, 1 second, gotta check a couple things. Alright, we're ready to go. Hey, Saran, how you doing? Let's see. Am I hungry? Oh, shut up. Let's see, food. I need to make some more food, but we'll see. I don't want to use up all my hot food here because it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's good. I guess I can just take, well, some of it I can take, some of it I can't. I can take the cheese, I guess.
Get away from me.
Who's Lufalin? I don't even know. I don't even know who just told me to get away from them. All right. Anyways, we gotta go back and talk to this dude. Yeah, I mean, but they don't measure it in. It's. I think I get what you're saying. Well, yeah, a mill. Okay, a mill is different.
But it would be better than this.
A mill, like, yeah, I don't think I said mill, but yeah, obviously, like, yeah, a mill was 1/10%. Yeah. Well, because yeah, dude, I know what you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Obviously, like they keep talking about let's get rid of the penny because nobody actually uses it. We'll just round everything up. All right, so I gotta go over here and talk to Galmar. I mean, they used to have like half pennies. You used to be able to buy, like I've said before, back when the coins were made of silver, like the big one, dimes, quarters, half dollars, you could buy a gallon of gas for a dime. You could pretty much still buy a gallon of gas for a dime today if it was made of 90% silver. So, I mean, the price of gas hasn't really gone up
Tell me
that
again
much.
why we're wasting time and dwindling
'Cause you could
chasing a legend.
The last
we
time
don't
I was
even know it exists.
Anyways,
the Jarls are upset. They don't.
Like, I know people have like, well, I don't want to get too much into it, but I think like hard commodity-backed currency makes sense. Like, so what? Okay, if the economy grows, you have deflation. I know it gets in this whole like the only the only people that are gonna get fucked by that are these fucking money grubbing you know who I'm talking about, that are gonna be like, oh, our investments aren't making as much. Like, it's like, yeah, well, guess what? People are able to eat. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah, but I mean, like, my friend's got some of those like plastic card things where it's got like little pieces of gold in it, and I'm sure they could come up with a way that you could like, just like they have those money scanning machines, like you could come up with a way to figure out if it's actually what it is. Just saying. Yeah, I'm a big fan of like gold. I think crypto, the problem with crypto is like crypto's gonna fucking, well, yeah, I mean, up until what, 1913 or 1916, the federal money was backed by gold, and up until the 60s it was backed by silver. Silver's a little easier to deal with, but like I said, you've got those little cards that actually
damn the Jarls.
I don't know how to describe it. I have to look it up and share. Anyways,
and damn the moot. We should risk letting those milk drinkers put Torik's woman on the throne?
Oh, well, that's
She'll
what I'm
hand
talking about.
Skyrim over to the elves on a silver plate.
All the more reason, then. The crown would legitimize your claim.
A crown doesn't make a king.
No, but this one.
If it even exists.
It exists, and it will be the symbol of the righteousness of our cause.
Serana thinks she's involved in all
the jagged crown. It heralds back to a time before Jarls and Moots.
I'm on it.
Back to the time when the king
Nothing
was a
else?
king because his enemies fell before him, and his people rose because they loved him. Skyrim needs that king. You will be that king, Ulfric. You must be.
You're certain you found it?
When have I ever been false with you?
Fine. I'll send the Unblooded here with you. Fancy a crawl through a moldering dungeon to see if you can't stir up Galmar's jagged crown?
It will be there. You'll see. You're alive. I owe Ulfric a drink. I have to admit, I didn't think we'd be seeing you again. I misjudged you. You're definitely Stormcloak material. It's time we made this official. You ready to take the oath?
The oath?
Before you're one of us, you must swear fealty to Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, future High King of Skyrim. You must also pledge unswerving loyalty to your fellow Stormcloaks, to Skyrim, and to her people.
I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics, but you're able to see the whole in the parts.
Are you talking about something issued by the government? Or... all I've seen are, they're like these little plastic cards that have like different different amounts of gold in it. Like, and it's not an official thing. It's like something it's a big prepper thing, because it's like, oh, okay, you get all this gold, what are you gonna do? I kind of, I mean, okay, well, you can buy a freaking you can buy like a gold, like a eagle or a double eagle or a half eagle. Like, yeah, that's all recognized, but that's not, yeah, legal tender, but it's face value. So forget about it. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but the government
Don't take
absolutely.
Too long figuring.
Sorry. The government, the mint still issues like $1 silver coins. It's like $20 of silver with a $1 face value. So yeah, I mean, if you went to, you know, like, okay, like that's not the point. They're not meant for circulation. I'm not talking about government issued currency. I'm talking about like actual money that, you know, I used to get the Liberty dollars. I don't know if you ever heard of the Liberty dollars, but they got, of course, they got raided by the FBI, or not the FBI, but I guess the Treasury. Well, see, that's the thing, is the Liberty dollar did that, and they got shut down for counterfeiting. Even though, like, on their coins, they wrote, because back then the price of silver was pretty much stable around $20, so that it was $20 MSRP. They wrote that. They didn't, but the government determined that they were counterfeiting because they were trying to emulate legal tender. The government can issue a $1 silver coin that weighs 1 ounce of 99.99% silver. That's worth a hell of a lot more than $1. It's worth more than, like, I mean, I don't even know. Silver goes up and down. Silver's more volatile. But yeah, what I'm talking about is like currency. I'm talking about, dude, I gotta see if my friend still has some and see if I can take a picture of one of them. But it's like literally these little plastic cards that have gold in them, and they come as low. I think they go as low as like 50 cents. No, they're not, Maverick. Like, I'm not even gonna look it up because
Might
it's
mistake
not.
your
They
hesitation
don't.
for imperial
I've already been burned on that bullshit with the Liberty Dollar thing.
sympathies.
So. Like I said, I've been.
I do the cooking and cleaning.
I did a lot of that silver
or go
shit.
join the
back in
Legion.
day.
They're taking anyone with a pulse these days.
I'm not trying. Hey, I'm not trying to be rude, but it's like, no, they no, they don't do that. They're allowing them for what? I mean, if they're like the same with what, like with crypto? Okay, well they're nerfing crypto too. They love crypto because the blockchain is like, yeah, okay, you know, whatever. That's a different subject. It's legal in 5 states, so it's not a. So yeah, forget about it. I mean, for like individual exchanges, hell yeah, dude. People exchange all kinds of things. But no, you're gonna get rated just like the fucking Liberty dollar. It's gonna, you know, basically become illegal. Well, hey, that was the same thing with the Liberty dollar. I don't know if you've been around when the Liberty dollar thing went down.
I made my fortune as a
You ready to take the
Now
oath?
I'm retired.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was ridiculous. All right, hey, yeah, take a. Serrano, why do
It
you
won't
always
take
get
too long figuring it
Because I
out.
used to be a
Everyone
Might
keeps getting-
mistake your hesitation for imperial sympathies.
Yeah,
Come back when you're committed to the cause, or go join the Legion. They're taking anyone with a pulse these days.
I used to be a hardcore libertarian, and then I realized that, unfortunately, the world just doesn't work that way. All right, oath.
Before you're one of us, you must swear fealty to Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, future High King of Skyrim. You must also pledge unswerving loyalty to your fellow Stormcloaks, to Skyrim, and to her people.
Who keeps sniffling? That wasn't me. Hey, MMH, how you doing? All right, yeah, I'm ready to take the oath, Galmar Stonefist.
That's the spirit. By swearing this oath, you become one of us, a hero of the people, a true son of Skyrim, a Stormcloak. Repeat after me. I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak.
I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak,
Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim.
Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim.
As Talos is my witness, may this oath bind me to death and beyond.
As Talos is my witness, may this oath bind me to death and beyond.
Even to my lord, as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms.
Even to my lord, as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms. I don't know who's sniffling, that's not me.
All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim.
All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim.
Now you're one of us, which means you get to tag along on a
Funny.
little trip with me. Oh, and here. You're a Stormcloak now. You ought to look the part.
Ah, I feel like literally the shittiest clothes. I'm just gonna wear what I already got. Yeah, man, I mean, I'm not opposed. Well, you know, hey man, like, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, don't, unless the, you know, the government has
Watch
this
yourself out there.
specific ability to issue currency, specifically coinage, right? You could, so, you know, if you've got little tabs or strips, like little strips of gold or whatever, and people want to trade, that's cool. But as far as, like, it's not legal tender. Like, I don't care if 5 states recognize it. I don't care if 15, you know, like I'm saying, dude, the whole Liberty Dollar thing, they got their shit raided, and they were really trying to not, I mean, they made it clear that it wasn't legal tender. That's why they wrote, like, $20 MSRP. I had a bunch of the $20, because it was 1 ounce ones. I think they made bigger ones. I mean, and you can buy, and they call them rounds. Like, you can buy gold, you can buy palladium, you can buy all that shit. You want to trade that. You want to trade bullets. You want to trade cigarettes. Like, nobody can, you know, if society breaks down, nobody can stop you from trading that kind of stuff, and that's good. It's a good idea. Coffee, you know, a lot of people stash away coffee, like freeze-dried coffee. Alcohol. I mean, if society breaks down, there's going to be a bunch of alcoholics running around trying to, you know, figure something, you know. But yeah, all I'm saying is, like, I just don't. I don't see the government. I mean, if you get like one of those gold eagles or something that's got, yeah, but yeah, but if it's not, no, okay, whatever. I'm just saying, dude, like the government does issue actual, like, gold dollars, and, you know, the eagles, the double eagles, stuff like that. The face value and the liberties, right? It's the silver dollars. They still make those, and you can get them, and they have a face value of $1. So if you went to pay your taxes and you handed them a 1 ounce silver coin, they're going to take it for $1. It's worth probably 20 times that. So it's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the little plastic strip things you can get. Anyways, all right, come on, Galmar.
By
What's the
the
mission?
nine. I have found the final resting place of the Jagged Crown. Can you believe it? Well, I'm almost certain. We're headed to Corvinjun, but if old King Borgus is indeed buried there, we're bound to run into trouble of some kind. Your fellow Stormcloaks are already assembling outside the tomb. I'll meet you there as soon as I'm finished up here.
Hey, if you got something about that, post it in the Discord, but I feel like I would have probably heard about that if it was a legit government-issued thing.
Have you not heard that ancient verse? Maw unleashing rays of snow, of dragons from the blue brought down, birth the walking winter's woe, the High King in his jagged crown. Going way back to King Harold's time, or even before, the High King always wore the jagged crown. It was the symbol of his might and power. The crown is made from the bones and teeth of ancient dragons, and it is said to contain a portion of the power of every king who has worn it. True or not, who would dare deny Ulfric's claim when the legendary jagged crown sits upon his brow?
How do you know the crown is in Corvinjund?
It's true. The location of the crown was lost with King Borgas after the Great Hunt killed him while he was off on his damned Alessian campaigns. But legend holds, his body was secretly returned to Skyrim and buried with the crown, its exact whereabouts lost in the following Wars of Succession. Through sources that shall remain nameless, I've tracked down what I believe to be the final resting place of King Borgas, Corvinjund. If the crown exists, it will be there.
Danger?
Aye. The Great Hunt killed old King Borgas. Gods only know with what profane arts those elves cursed his remains. Curses notwithstanding, the tombs of kings are always full of traps to ward off grave robbers, are they not? But nothing a band of Stormcloaks can't handle, I assure you.
So what are your... Kind of a dumb question, I would think.
Reasons. Since when does a man need a reason to protect his family, to defend his homeland? It's the damn Outlanders and Empire that need
Hey,
the
Rich
reasons.
Channel, how's it going? Rich Channel to defeat the Huns. I don't know. I don't know why that... I just always default to that. I don't know. I love that song. You know, I think that Mulan was a good movie. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, the cartoon one, not the new one, whatever that is. Hey, Galmar Stonefist, hasn't Skyrim always been part of the Empire?
Not this Empire. The world's better without it. Certainly Skyrim is. I fought in the Imperial Army in the war against the Dominion. I bled and spilled blood for the Empire. And for what? The Empire to bend its knee before those evil elf bastards? Signing a treaty meant to kill the heart of the Empire itself? To deny Talos? No. I will have no part of any such empire. And I will gladly gut anyone who says otherwise.
Gut anyone.
Get yourself kit.
Hey, Maverick, so in the Discord, you're on the Discord already, I'm assuming. If not, I'll give you a link. But yeah, so politics stuff. I mean, honestly, you can't go too wrong. If you post something inappropriate for a channel, someone will just say, hey, you know. But there's a political quacking channel that is really conducive to like actual political stuff. If you want to talk about, so there's a channel called Philosophy and Economics. Honestly, I really don't understand. I don't know what one specifically has to do with the other. I kind of wish there was a separate philosophy, because when I go in there, I'm into actual philosophy, not trying to be like a, I'm not trying to be like a hoity-toity. But yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about the money stuff, like economic, I guess, philosophy and economics kind of share a bedroom. But yeah, man, I mean, political quacking is good. You can always post anything you want in Boo's basement. Carla's because we don't have like a quote general chat anymore, but Carla's playground is pretty good for that. A lot of people don't know that. Just the main thing is don't clog up the lobby. But yeah, if you go into, political quacking is a good channel, loud quacking.
Out with what you need. Welcome to the fight, brother.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
The bunny rabbit. Bunny, 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 bunny. But yeah, you know, the Discord is definitely like, if you got some information that I don't know about, hey, I could be wrong about shit. And if I'm wrong
I do
about
the
stuff,
cooking and cleaning around the palace.
and you know, like I don't got such a big ego that, yeah, MMH, I mean, that's a thing, like, I don't really give a fuck about economics that much. I go in there and I post like legit philosophy. I think most people don't really understand what philosophy is. They're like, "Oh, well, my philosophy is that I think bunny rabbits are great." You know, it's like that's not really what. No, come on. Philosophy is like taking a cheese grater to your brain. It's like literally, you know what I mean? Like philosophy is a thing that you do. It's not a thing that you have. You know, people will say like, "Oh, my philosophy." Well, no, there's no such thing as my philosophy. Philosophy is more of an action. Philosophy is not a conclusion. It's a series. Philosophy is a methodology of trying to figure out what's true. So, I guess the basic premise of philosophy is that even if the premise isn't like there is such thing as truth and falsehood, questioning any of it at all wouldn't make any sense unless you at least had that premise that there is like truth and falsehood, right? It can be complicated, it could be fluid, I mean whatever, but yeah, philosophy, I don't know, man. I'm definitely more on the philosophy side than the psychology side. I understand, I do think that they go together. And I'm not trying to say anything, but, you know. Philosophy always starts with, you know, I don't know anything. Right. Alright. So where we're going? We're going to Corvingen. It's actually pretty much... Alright, so we've never been here. You can't find political... It shouldn't be... It's under, hold on. It's under the news and politics section. Alright, so the closest place to where we're trying to go is actually Tundra Homestead. Yeah, we haven't been there in a minute. Yeah, I mean, I'm not making a big stink about it, but I'm just like, why does philosophy and economics have to share the same bedroom? I mean, obviously, pretty much every discipline in life is going to overlap in some way. But when I think of philosophy, I think of like pure and I'm not obviously the first part of being a philosopher is having a lot of humility.
So bright out here.
Yeah,
I don't know
it is
how you
pretty
stand it.
Saying like I don't know, like you have to be able to know, you have to be able to admit that you don't know things. That's why Socrates was like the whole, you know, there were philosophers before him, after him. There's also the, you know, in East Asia, you know, Lao Tzu, like there's philosophers that had a lot of the same ideas. Like you got to start from a position of saying I don't know anything. And the more you learn, the less you really understand about things. And there's a reason why people have been trying to wrap their brains around shit for like 3,000 years already. And still haven't, you know, solved all the world's problems. Yeah, and there was a joke in my philosophy class. How do you get a philosopher to your doorstep in 30 minutes or less? You order a pizza. Because guess what? Philosophy don't pay too much, unfortunately. Whereas you could have you could be a therapist, whatever. You can sit down and you can profess to tell people how to fix their lives and all that shit. And you can write books and run around. Like I said, philosophy is like putting a cheese grater to your head. Let's go ahead and sleep for a minute. I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult anybody, I'm just saying. Mostly rewarding other people without really charging anything. What are you gonna charge them for? I mean, you pretty much rely on the kindness of strangers. It's different from, like, nobody goes and sits. Hey, Serana,
What do you need?
sit down in that chair.
I'm on it. Nothing else?
Dude, you can't sit still for two. Anyways, the point is, like, nobody's gonna come and be like, oh, I'm gonna sit down, and you sit. I'm gonna pay you money, and you give me, you know, like, no, this is not how it works. Well, you know, hey, Rich, it's not gonna happen so fast that people can't move their shit. Like, oh, okay, maybe in 100 years we have to raise the dock a little bit. There's no reason to think that it's just gonna it's not like gonna be in the movies. Excuse me. They'll be like, yeah, you know, if you don't already have a floating dock, which some people do, usually on lakes. And it's like, oh, you just raise it a couple of inches in like 100 years. Sorry, I got the hiccups. I'm really surprised I haven't got attacked by too many dragons. I kind of need some dragon souls, so hopefully some will attack. Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Of all the things you could worry about, honestly, if you look at the geological history of the world, I mean, it's you know, sure, I mean, there'll be more water, there'll be a little bit less land, although there is, like, subduction and... Yeah, I haven't seen a dragon in a while. Well, I couldn't take the soul from that last one. There's a giant. I'm gonna let him chill. He ain't bothering me. No, there's so many. Oh, woof, woof. Yeah, there we go. There's so many other things to worry about. And the fact is that, like, okay, I'm not an enviro hippie or anything, but obviously I don't want, like, polluted air. I don't want garbage in the water. I mean, I do take reasonable steps to, like, not be a douchebag. I mean, you know, we got a new water filter, quit using bottled water, all that plastic. I mean, you know, I got my water containers. We got well water. You know, like, I live on the water, too. It's the same sea level, so, you know, don't... Hold on. It's been dealing with... Yeah. Well, I mean, this same place, I mean, pretty much 30 years. Yeah, literally ever since I was a kid. Like, 32 years. I've lived here on and off. Same dock. Now, we built ours high. Our neighbors raised theirs, but theirs was pretty low to begin with. And the thing is, it's not necessarily even the water rising. Some of it is actually the land sinking. Like, that can also happen. Yeah, wait, well, there's no coast in Pennsylvania. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about sea levels. I guess there is. Is there? No, no, there isn't. No, it's Delaware. All right, we gotta get. You're concerned about the water being oh yeah, water being polluted. Garbage all over the place. You know, it's. I mean, I don't like. Yeah. Or aquifers. I mean, to a certain extent. Oh, it's been feeling. Because it's feeling like Florida. Cause I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, you guys. All right, I gotta get into character here. We gotta do this. Serana, are you okay with the? I don't know where she is.
Hail, Ilfield.
Hail, Galmar.
What's the situation?
Ha! I knew you'd join up. Great news. We'll take back Skyrim together, eh? I'm glad I'll have you beside me in there. This place chills my blood, and I don't care who knows it.
What are you talking about, Ralof? Or Rayloff? I guess it's pronounced Rayloff.
These old ruins. My father always told me to stay away from them. Good advice, I'd say. But never mind all that. We've got a job to do, and nothing's going to stand in our way.
When you got a job to do, you got to do it well.
And some Imperials are camped out around the entrance,
okay,
staying nice and warm around their fires.
Imperials? Well, if they're keeping themselves comfortable, let's slip in and send them to their graves that way.
Just slip in. Dude, I must be freezing my nuts the heck off. Holy shit, yeah. Luckily, I have some hot potato soup. Hot potato. That's better.
What's the Legion doing here? Damn Imperial spies! Well, should be fun for us at least. They don't seem to know we're here yet. Ready to spill some Imperial blood for Skyrim?
Yeah, I'll just take them all out.
That's what I like to hear.
You guys can just hang out here if you want. Well, no, they're not going to do that. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Richard. Part of it is like I'm reading it off the screen, so it breaks the words up. So that gives me an additional challenge of trying to read everything.
Those Imperials aren't here by coincidence.
Anyways,
their spies must have found out we know about the crown, and they don't want us to have it. But they won't stand in our way. I know some of you are ex-Legion, and may know men on the other side, but remember this. They are the enemy now, and they will not hesitate to kill you. Keep your wits about you, and watch your shield brothers back. Ulfric Stormcloak is counting on us to bring him back that crown, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Follow me, quickly and quietly now.
Yeah, it was actually a little cooler than usual here this summer. I mean, we got a lot more rain. It just happens, man. I mean, when I lived in Oklahoma for 7 years, and there were like you're right in the middle of the country. You can get all different kinds of weather. There was one summer where it was like over a month, it was 100+ every single day, and then there was another year, it was a spring, and we had like 40 days, and in 40 days we got all the rain we would normally get in a whole year. And there was like, sometimes there'd be blizzard winters, sometimes there'd be not so bad winters. Like, weather moves around. You know, the thing is, it's not always the same everywhere. Like, they could be having a freaking heat wave drought over in California, and it could be over here where, I mean, this is kind of, they call DC the swamp. I live south of DC, and I live in a very much swampy area, and sometimes it's better than other times. It's just how it is. Same thing with winters. But yeah, man, I mean, that's how it. That's how it be sometimes. All right, let's go.
Their guts on the ground before they even know we're here.
I appreciate everyone hanging out. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want. If If you don't want, you don't have to. It's cool. Well, hey, you live from the islands of Hawaii. I'm sure it's other than getting a storm or a monsoon or whatever the fuck. Hey, come here, fuck boy. Oh, they're taking care. I can't even tell who's who. Oh, I can tell these. I can tell these. A pox on the Empire. Wow, they're plowing the road for me. All right, hey, I got you, fuck ass. There you go, right in the knees. Oh, snowberries. Do you wanna pick some snowberries? Come on, bunny rabbit. Where's Serana? Oh,
That's the way I like it. Short and bloody. They never knew what.
Did I tell her to stay somewhere?
Do not make the mistake of underestimating the Legion. Plenty of them are Nords, same as us.
Well, if I did,
We had the advantage of surprise this time, but things won't be so easy from here on out. Enough talk. Let's go kill some Imperials.
The only time I ever went to Florida that I can actually remember was in December, and it was really nice because there was literally snow on the ground when I left Oklahoma. I got on the airplane, and me and my wife at the time, like, we went swimming, and people were like, "What the fuck? It's too cold to go swimming." I'm like, no, this is nice. I don't know. Well, if I told Serana to wait somewhere, like, I guess she'll eventually just go home. Can't remember where I left her. If not, she'll pop up.
Pick a man and put him down. We attack on my signal. Time to show what you're really made of.
Yeah, I gotta warm up a little bit. It's fucking...
For Skyrim!
Whatever. Oh, goodness. Blinded by the light.
Show yourself!
Red like a fusion of the night. Blinded
across me.
Yeah, I must have left her there. Well, I'll go, yeah, because she was getting in the way.
Greta, Engar, stay and guard the
I'll get her.
entrance. We don't want any Imperial reinforcements taking us by surprise. The rest of you lot are with me.
Yeah, they want me to, like, go figure something out, I guess. What did you guys want me to do? That song is like, that's one of those tongue twister songs. The lyrics don't make a lot of, well, they don't make sense, but if you, I don't know, they can make sense. Alright, let me figure out where we're going. What, blinded by the light? Yeah, I mean, just look up the lyrics. They don't make any sense. Wooden door. Why would you put a... Never mind. Yeah, maybe tongue twister isn't the best word, but I don't know, it's just... It's kind of like, if you steal my sunshine, you know, it's like lyrics that don't really make any sense, but if you're in the right mindset, they sort of do, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's not like straight up tongue twisters. Let's see, what am I supposed to be doing?
I don't like the look of this. Perfect spot for an ambush. 10 to 1, they're just waiting for us on the other side.
Alright.
But there isn't any other way through.
Oh, you sure about that? Then please, be my guest and go strolling on in there. We'll stay here. And watch your back. Not so sure. Oh, then perhaps you should take a moment to look around.
But I know they're out there. No other way they can come. Now shut up, or you'll blow our ambush.
We'll charge into hell as soon as
Find the Stormcloaks. Find them.
Right in the dick.
Don't give them a chance to warn the others.
if I had anybody. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a couple different ways you can go about this, but honestly...
Die, dog!
Yeah, well, you know, when you're firing from an elevated position,
Careful, boys. There's
you
bound
gotta
to be more
adjust
up
your
ahead.
drop a little bit.
Who's there?
I'm getting out.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, right in the dome. There we go. What's in these pots? Or I guess they're called urns. Hey, you gotta earn your keep, I guess.
What in the 9 holes is that?
Draugr. Ain't you ever seen one before? Huh?
No, and I'm not sure I'm better off for it now, neither.
Steady. A few dusty bone walkers aren't going to stop us any more than the Imperials could. We are not leaving until we get what we came for.
That's our first time seeing a Draugr. Like, I probably killed like 8,800 freaking Draugrs. Whatever. Alright, guys. Girls. Guys and gals. Friends. Whatever. Whatever you want to call them. Oh no! Oh yeah! That was a good one. Hey, come here! Oh wow! He's just doming that dude like angrily. Holy shit! Like fucking that dude in the skull.
The Hall of Stories. We must be getting close now.
Oh, I've heard of this. They say these walls show the history of the ancients who built this place.
Too bad we can't read these carvings. Who knows what secrets we'd uncover?
One thing at a time. We are here for the crown. Any of these carvings show a crown?
No, but there's one of these foot thingies on the
Looks like
ground.
this is as far as the Imperials got.
It's y'all's first
That looks
time
like
doing
some
one of
kind
these,
of-
isn't it? Yeah, it looks like some kind of thing, doesn't it? Let's see which claw it is. I didn't even notice when I picked it up. It's gonna be something. It could be that one. Actually, I don't even know. Actually, I have a couple of them that I haven't done yet. Shit.
Claw from a statue. I wonder what it's used for.
I should have paid more attention to which one I picked up. Might be this one. So it's like a snake owl bug. Let's see if it's got the right symbols. Holy shit. I should have paid more attention to which one I picked up because I don't know which one it is. There's the only 2 claws I have. I kind of feel like it's not the ebony claw, but it probably is. Okay, whatever. Actually, well, okay. So the ebony claw, sorry guys, this is stupid. Ebony claw, wolf, bug, dragon, looks like. Yeah, it's gotta be this, because they only have 3 symbols. that is
Good
it.
job. All right, everyone. Keep your guard up. No telling what we'll find out here.
Well, the other one has symbols that aren't on that wall, so it wouldn't make any sense. I just didn't pay attention when I picked it up. What's going on here, guys?
Come on, boys. Let's spread out and see what we've got. Unblooded,
Boys and
do
girls.
what you do best.
There's girls.
See if you can find some way to get that gate open.
How does one open the gate? Let's see. They're like, yeah, you could go do all the dangerous shit.
Keep looking, Unblooded. There's got to be some way to get that thing open. Keep looking, Unblooded.
That's probably the escape door.
Some way to get that thing open.
I wonder what that is. Let me check this chest out first. Well, you know,
You see a lever anywhere?
people, you know, you gotta learn sometime, I guess. All right, here's the handle.
That's done it. All right, boys, let's get moving. We've got more. Steady now. Hey, maybe. What was that? Let's hope that's the last of them. Come on. Let's see what's down this way.
Yeah, usually they have like minor gems on them. And some arrows. Take some arrows. Oh no, one of our, I don't think I'm gonna eat her. Just out of respect, I won't eat her. Not right now. Bang, bang. Yeah, sometimes they die. I mean, you can't really do anything, you know. It's the casualties. Alright, is that where I'm trying to go? Yep. Alright, let's go.
The crown must be around here somewhere. Spread out and keep your eyes open.
Spread out and keep your eyes open. Mean different things in different contexts.
Hey, I found the crown over here on this corpse.
Oh, you found
That's
a
the
crown?
one we're looking for.
Oh, is it jagged? Holy dog baloney.
By the 9.
Now you're mine.
Hey, get out of the way.
Damn dusty.
Don't kill,
Why
don't
you stay
kill
here?
steal.
Oh, damn you.
Oh, fuck, they're gonna kill steal me.
Stay dead. That's the end of that.
I'm trying to get more hits on my bow so I can upgrade it. Whatever. Alright, well, looks like you guys did pretty good. I don't even know why you brought me. Other than to,
All right.
you know,
Get
figure
the
out
crown off that
where
drawer.
the switches were. Hopefully, this might. There's 2 quests that involve the
Get to Windhelm
crown.
with
It
the
might
crown
kind of
is-
screw with each other, but I'd rather do it this way.
Tell Ulrich he owes me a drink.
Oh, he owes you a
We'll
drink.
stick around here for a while and see if we can find anything else useful.
Good work.
Yeah, well,
Lucky
there.
we had you with us today.
I feel like there might be a rune wall around here somewhere. He has autism. Yeah, you know, they call it a spectrum. There's something like, you know, they used to have Asperger's. They got rid of it. They took it out of the DSM and just lumped it in with autism. So now you got people that are like geniuses that are considered autistic, and people that, no offense, but you know, people that like can barely tie their shoes or whatever are also considered autistic instead of having two separate things. You know, Asperger's isn't really a thing anymore as far as I know. Yeah, and I don't have any freaking dragon souls to unlock that with. God, I hope some freaking dragons come out sometime. I mean, like Asperger's, the high functioning autism, that was all really about people have like generally have like higher than average IQs, but they have no social skills. And they just have like a weird, you know, like making eye contact. It takes some, and the thing is, I guess because they say you grow out of it. Yeah, but I can't summon a dragon that I can summon that one dragon, but I can't kill him for a soul. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man, because now it's like, I was never diagnosed with it. When I was a kid, they didn't do that. Also, I went to private school, and they definitely didn't do that. I'm pretty sure, like, if I had been a kid today, they would have had me on all kinds of medicine, and they would have just totally fucked my brain up. So, and that's sad, and it shouldn't happen. Like, they need to not be doing that to kids. Alright, let's see, what are we doing now? Because a lot of time, you know... Alright, we just gotta go back to Ulfric. Did I miss a... I didn't miss a boss chest, did I? No, they're like, oh, you're too hyperactive and you can't... You're not paying attention in school. It's like, yeah, I'm a boy, and, you know... You're trying to have boys and girls in the same class instead of having... like, this might be controversial, but I really think that at least up through like up until maybe high school or something, they should have like separate boy and girl classes. I think it would solve a lot of issues. I mean, that's how it used to be, like, forever. I mean, even in high school, because you could have like, you could basically have like a high school where it's two sections, and you got, you know, I mean, I understand like they can't. It's not that they don't have enough money to have good schools right now. It's just these people are just fucking stupid about it. I mean, they keep pouring more and more money into high schools, and the only way that scores ever go up is if they reduce the standards. There's so many things going on with that. But yeah, I mean, like, ideally, you know, especially like for elementary and middle school, like, yeah, you should have like boys classes and girls classes. I'm not even saying teach them different things. I'm just saying, like, and I understand that's controversial opinion these days because people don't know what the fuck a boy is anymore. Well, that's part of the thing. I mean, I went to private school, and even in private school, you know, I mean, it was co-ed the whole time. Hey, Spooter. They do, especially because I went to Catholic high school, and they got them skirts, you know? So you think of those, like, Catholic schoolgirls? Like, yeah, that was my high school. So yeah, it's definitely distracting. But hey, you know what they say about skirts. Easy access. Alright, that's ridiculous. Let's see if, I'm sorry guys. That's awful. Let's see if we can just fast travel back here real quick. Nah, the troll's too close. I guess we gotta take care of the troll real quick. I mean, it's true. Oh, there's another one. Oh, he's throwing his arms around. Oh, there's hold on, is there other? Rabbit, help me. Oh, he tried to hit me. I think I got a scratch. I might have to put some Neosporin on that. Yeah, well, because it does like just not. Wait, I don't want to have to hit them more than once. Why? That's annoying. I just want to hit them once and one and done. You know what I mean? All right.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, cool story, bro. Let's go talk to old Frick. Yeah, except when I like shoot someone in the gonads. I mean, I guess it kills them just as quick, so who cares? Ulfric. So here's the jagged crown. I believe you owe Galmar a drink.
Damn him. That old bear was right. Did you run into any trouble?
We lost a lot of good men and women I hope it was worth it.
The blood of our fallen heroes will make Skyrim free. Never doubt it. Also, never doubt me or Galmar. Now then, I'm glad you're here. I have a message I need delivered to the Jarl of Whiterun. Deliver this axe to Balgruuf the Greater.
Balgruuf? Alright, you're gonna give an axe to Balgruuf? What are we talking about here?
Yes, an axe. How long have
do you want me
been
to
in Skyrim? Give the man my axe. If he
Okay,
keeps
okay.
it, I will bide my time. If
Okay.
he returns it to you, it means war.
I didn't know if you meant like give it to him, like hand it to him, or give it to him like give it, anyways, whatever. Should I say anything to him?
Men who understand each other often have no need for words. There are
Okay.
but a few simple truths behind one warrior giving another his axe.
Oh, okay.
Balgruuf will know my meaning.
Balgruuf. Sure, okay.
Keep your wits about you. The Jarl of Whiterun is known for his temper.
Alright, so we're gonna go give Balgruuf an axe, I guess. Come on, Thistle. Actually, first we're gonna go get Serana. She's been patiently waiting. Maybe, I don't know. She may have wandered off at this point. Actually, we're going to, well, no, Serana would be in here. What the fuck am I talking about? She'd be in that hallway. Serana, milady. Unless she just already went home.
Galmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
Yeah, I don't know where she went. She must have gone home. She'll go home at some point. It's fine. One way or another. One way or another. I mean, if I were her, I would really probably want to sit down a lot too, because she was trapped in that coffin pretty much standing up for like centuries. So she's like, so I can't really get mad at her if she wants to sit down, but she'll sit down on she'll sit down on just about anything.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter.
You want me to enchant your sword? What the fuck is going on? I don't know. I don't know if I just have a dirty mind. I don't know if I just have a really dirty mind. He wants me to enchant his sword. I'm like, I ain't talked to Isolde about that, maybe.
These fruits and vegetables are disappointing.
Hey, Danica. How you doing?
It's a shame, isn't it?
Tell me about this tree.
This is the Gildergreen. It was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kinnareth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. They built the temple. Of course, Not as many pilgrims these days.
Hey, Maverick, like, you don't really want a sword that cuts butter. You want a sword that can make butter, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, so what's so special about this tree?
To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Elder Gleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo.
Her accent slipped there a little bit. Is there any way to revive the tree?
I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die. They only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Elder Gleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal.
Oh, no, dude, I gotta get my mind out of the fucking gutter. Alright, so where is the tree?
If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
Yeah, okay, I'll get the Nettlebane for you later. Probably not right now.
Your spirit is strong. Kinareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Speaking of orphans, I don't know. I gotta decide what kids I'm gonna adopt. I gotta decide who I'm gonna marry. I have a lot of big life decisions I gotta make. Alright, let's go talk to Balgruff. Give old Balgruff the axe. Thanks for tuning in to James Games, where James plays games. Sometimes I say bad words. I'm sorry about that. But I appreciate everyone's opinion about stuff. Feel free to chat. Alright, balls. Oh, here he is. Okay. Yeah, well, you can only adopt the 2 kids. This guy's a snake. Fucking snake. How you doing there, Balgruff?
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
I think I've already asked him all those questions, actually. Yeah, Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King of Skyrim, asked me to deliver this axe to you.
Did he now? Huh. The man is persistent, I'll give him that. I suppose it's time I give him an answer. Proventus, what do you make of all this? If Ulfric were to attack Whiterun...
As in all things, Lord, caution. I urge us to wait and see.
Pray wait.
I'm of a mind with Irileth. It's time to act.
You plan to march on Windhelm?
I'm not a fool, Proventus. I mean it's time to challenge Ulfric to face me as a man. Or march his Stormcloaks up to the gates.
He'll do no such thing. A dagger in the back is all you could expect.
He was rather straightforward with Torrig.
Torrig? He simply
fuck.
walked up to the boy and murdered him.
I just realized something.
That boy was High King of Skyrim.
I'm not the High King. But neither am I a boy. If Ulfric wants to challenge my rule in the old way,
I don't even know how that song goes. Okay.
Though I suspect he'll prefer to send his Stormcloaks to do it for him.
True. He's already proven his personal strength. Now he seeks to prove his armies.
Then might I urge you to consider General Tullius's request? I mean, if you are bent on offending Jarl Ulfric.
Ulfric is the one who has offended. But Proventus has a point. Ulfric has made it clear. In his mind, to refuse his claim is to side with the Empire.
And what harm is there in letting a few legionnaires die in place of your own men?
It seems cowardly.
Was it cowardly, then, to accept the white gold concordat?
Yes, yes, it was.
That was different. Was I given a chance to object to the terms of the treaty? No. The Jarls weren't asked.
Yes.
We were told.
Whatever.
And we had to like it.
The chests of gold didn't hurt.
Of course they didn't.
This isn't
you
about
fucking
gold.
Whatever.
It's time to decide.
Lord, wait. Let us see if Ulfric is serious.
Oh, he's serious. But so am I.
Finally.
See
So
how
about
serious
this
you guys
axe.
are.
You can return this axe to our friend. The esteemed Jarl of Windhelm has my answer. Make sure he gets it. Proventus, bring me my pen. And the good parchment.
Are we writing a letter, Lord?
Yes, to General Tullius. I need to make a few things clear before I accept these legionnaires of his.
So you've chosen death. Cool. No, what I realized is that there's like a couple of things. Hold on. There's a couple of things that I can't really do if I start the war too early. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups again. But they're not super important, and I usually don't miss them anyway. Like basically, like after this place, spoiler alert, after this place gets to speed, you did no FAP for 2 years. Oh wow. I can't even do. I probably couldn't even do. Well, whatever. Anyways, oh hey cow, how you doing? This is one of those Highland cows that they have in the. I can't. Well, if I do that, I gotta go through the thief. Okay, so it's not even guaranteed, but there's like a Radiant quest from the Thieves Guild that will have you go. You know what? It's probably not even that important, honestly. But that gets blocked off, and then there's a absolutely no. You know, they say it's good for your prostate. But hey, man, hey, you know, whatever. It's personal choice. I mean, you don't have to FAP if you got people to do it for you. It's not technically considered fapping. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get on with it. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and sleep real quick. I guess she must have gone home. Let me see if Lydia, if I can have Lydia be my follower, then I'll know that she went home. Lydia.
Is that an amulet of Mara? I'm surprised someone like you isn't spoken for.
MMH, you don't know what fapping is? I'm sorry. You don't know what fapping is? Fapping is like... Anyways, hey Lids, how you doing?
Looks like you've already got someone with you.
Okay, so I don't know where... Okay, so Serana's still technically following me, but I don't know where she went. Fapping is the sound that it makes when a dude is like kind of going at it with himself, if you know what I mean, like kind of, you know, bopping the balloon or whatever they call it. I don't even know what they call it. I don't know what the kids call it these days. Yeah, well, she should eventually go home, so it's not really a big deal. Lydia likes to sit down. She's man-spreading. Lydia, you're man-spreading right there. I didn't even sleep. That's cool. No sleep till Brooklyn. Why are these people still here? You never heard of FAP? It's cool. Well, you know, it's probably good that you never heard of fapping before, because it's a disgusting act, but it's something that people do. It's something that people do. You know, we could pick a different quest for right now. Actually, dude, she has to be somewhere in the castle. Like, what if she ran, or in? I mean, that's the same place I gotta go, so I might as well just go there and see if I can find her. You know, they'll throw you in the hole if you get caught doing that in fucking prison. It's like, literally like, oh, I got this one last thing, you know, that I can do in the middle of the night, and they'll look in and they'll be like, oh, hey, you're going in the hole. I don't know that from personal experience, but I've heard it from people. They're like, yeah, it's a real thing. Like, they literally don't let you freaking... Anyway, you know. Take care of yourself, I guess, however you want to say it. I wonder if she derped into one of these walls. That would be funny. Dude, where is she?
Speak with Ulfric. He's expecting word from Whiterun.
Yeah, well, hold on. Well, I know people do it in the showers. I've heard military people talk about that too. They're like, yeah, you can't, you know, because you're in like a 6-pack bunk with like, all, you know, 5 other people. People do it in the showers, and then you go, like, I've been told, like, they'll go in there and they'll literally see, like, stuff on the wall. They call it shower babies. Anyways, I don't know where Serrano went. Hey, Ulfric, how's it going?
Empire's Damn Tullius. He's pocketed men in the rift.
I'm gonna make some small talk
it's
with him
dangerous having
before I give him the bad
about
news.
On the southern border of East March.
Who knows? Maybe she wandered off into one of these other rooms and found a chemistry set to play with. Anyways, Ulfric, Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, sir. At Helgen, they said you shouted the king to death?
Not entirely true. Though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him.
Well, hey, you know what? That'll do it. How goes the war?
The Empire thinks it holds Falkreath from us, but the souls of Skyrim's bravest are buried there and will fill our hearts and strengthen our blades.
Why are you fighting this war in the first place? Kind of a stupid question.
We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the Empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us.
Why did you kill the High King?
I killed Torg to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself?
And what of his widow? Doesn't she claim the throne?
Indeed. Elisif has become Jarl of Solitude. Historically and conveniently home of the High King, backed by Imperial interests. But the Moot has not yet met to name her High Queen.
How they call it the
and they
Moot.
won't. Not as long as I have any say in it.
So the Moot is like a council where they... See, Skyrim is actually very progressive. You know, they don't stick to, you know, male primogeniture. They're actually like semi-democratic in the fact that they have this Moot, which is the council of all the different holds, which are essentially like counties or states, I guess you could think of. Anyway, so hey, Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, sir, do you desire to be the High King?
There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been hand-picked by the Emperor, and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to Imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making.
How did you become the Jarl of Eastmarch?
My father, the Great Bear of Eastmarch, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison. Such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, at one with my own grief and anger, clamoring in angry voices calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne. The throne of Isgomor. The throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor.
So now that we've had a lot of nice small talk and bro chat, there's one little thing we gotta deal with. The Jarl of Whiterun. The Jarl of Whiterun returns your axe.
Then I was wrong about him. You're right, Galma.
You know, lactose intolerance is kind of a spectrum. Most of the planet is lactose intolerant. There are some people that can drink milk all day long. Like, I can drink like 50 gallons of milk and it wouldn't even, I don't even care. There are some people that they can have like ice cream here and there and then it gives them like stomach, you know, tummy upsets. And then they're, you know, but yeah, man, I mean, that sucks. You know, you can always get that like lactate milk or whatever. Anyways.
I'm in no
Ulfric.
mood to
He's
joke.
expecting word from Whiterun.
Whiterun is only a means to an end. Is any man ever ready to give the order?
The bunny rabbit is...
That will mean the deaths of many. You're certain we're ready? Whiterun's off.
Oh my god. The Hershey squirts. Your Maverick Mason's cat's got the Hershey squirts running across the house going on. Oh my god. And that's the worst kind of cat poop to have to clean up, because normal cat poop is pretty dry. Like if they put a dookie on the ground, you just kind of pick it up. Like, because they're usually pretty dry. But when they get, the Hershey's, oh my god, no, we gotta get back, we gotta get serious. Hey, we got a war plan.
It will no doubt be bolstered with legionnaires. And those walls around Whiterun are old, but they still stand. Ha! And I'm sure you could do it too. All right. This is it. Send the word. A new day is dawning, and the sun rises over Whiterun. So it begins. Make haste to our camp in Whiterun. I want you on the front lines. I have a feeling about you. Your place is on that battlefield. I need you there.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, yes sir.
Fight well or die well. Talos be with you.
And also with you. Alright, let's go. Well, we've already committed to the Civil War situation. I don't need your Civil War. Alright, let's go. Yeah, man. When he becomes High King, we're gonna extend the table, because everyone knows that the more power you have, the longer the table you have. Everyone knows that. We can put like two whole new sections in here probably. Hell, we'll knock this wall out. We'll take that. We'll have the table going all the way out into all. We'll take the table. We're gonna take it all the way out, man. Have the table coming all the way out here. The longer your table is.
I made my fortune as a seeker.
Well, serious, but also with humor and maybe a little bit of sarcasm.
I'm retired.
But also real, real conversation. Hey man, that's what I appreciate. That's why I hope I never get like 1,000 people watching me, because that would get dumb. I would have to go to freaking like, I'd have to start having super chats or something. You would have to start paying me money to be able to occupy my attention span with your comments. Yeah, but that would never happen. No, never gonna get monetized. I say too many bad words. Fuck. Actually, there are some really bad words. You know, you can say fucking shit. They don't care. There's some bad words that I dare not even say. Hey, how are you doing?
How do you
there?
feel? I think you might be sick.
8 miles high, and when you touch down, you'll find that it's stranger than no. Dude, I don't even. Fuck, I can't remember that. Hey, Bunny. See, I don't know where Serana went, honestly, but whatever. Hopefully she finds her way back home. God, no, that's like the Birds. God, I haven't heard that song in a million years. Is that the sound of a dragon? Dude, yes! Oh, he's killing people. No, he's hurting them. We have to get up there. We have to save them. I'm a vampire. That means that I gotta worry about stamina. Hold on. I don't think I have anything to help me with stamina. Oh, plentiful. Okay, there we go. That's not even that much, but it'll help. No, he's hurting people. I just know the one song of where he's like you know, what's it called? Mom, spaghetti, it's ready. You better never let it go. You only get one spaghetti. And the spaghetti only comes in a lifetime, bro. Dude, what the fuck is going on here? Ma'am. Hey, who are you? You only get one spaghetti. Oh, that's Alduin. Oh, I can't kill Alduin, but I can kill this one. You only get one spaghetti. Oh, it's a bone boy. Holy dog baloney. Sir. I don't speak freaky deaky Dutch. Oh, shit, this is the Delphine thing. Too bad it's not Belle Delphine. Remember Belle Delphine? Hello, boys. Now you can get your Gamer Girl bathwater. You know, people were paying like $40 for a little cup of Gamer Girl bathwater. It's probably like tap water. People were running tests on it, and they were like finding like fucking coliform bacteria and shit in it, allegedly. Look, I gotta give Belle Delphine credit because she totally like went in. She made her money. If she gets someone to invest it for her, she probably never have to work ever again. But yeah, they're just so whatever. I never simped for Belle Delphine, but when she did finally, you know, go all the way and make a porn, like, I'm not gonna lie, I did go look it up. Just
I owe you some answers, don't I?
Hey Delphine, how are you doing?
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
You're not making Gamer Girl bathwater, are you? Who are you, and what do you want with me?
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
What do you know about the dragons coming back there, Delphine?
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
what do you think? I mean, like, no, dude. People immediately took it as if maybe there are some, maybe like I don't know. Anybody who did that deserves whatever the hell diseases they got from it. Anyways, Delphine, I've seen that dragon before, the one that got away. Alduin?
Really? Where?
He was the one that attacked Helgen. And me and Ulfric escaped from the Imperials.
Interesting. Same dragon.
Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
Oh, the Blades. Who were they? I hope it's not a faction I'm going to have to make a decision about later in the game.
Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now.
I feel like the only reason why I would ever want to drink her bathwater would be like if I was literally in the bath with her and I thought that would like somehow help things out, maybe. I don't know. But that's like, that's ridiculous talk. Anyways, hey Delphine, what's our next move?
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is.
Thalmor. Hey, I don't know why it reminds me, but do you know what the, you know how the Stegosaurus, you know how they have the dinosaur called the Stegosaurus? Do you know what the tail thing is called? Like the spiky tail part? I'll give you a second. You can guess. Anyways, hey Delphine. Sorry, I was talking to my friend here for a second. Hey, Delphine, remind me, who are the Thalmor?
The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one.
You know, that's one of the controversies, like, if Skyrim splits off from the Empire, that actually makes what's left of the Empire weaker against the Thalmor, but we don't need to worry about that right now. Hey, I will thump your ass, Dale. No, there's actually a proper term for it. Okay, here's the proper, it's called a thagomizer. It's called a thagomizer. It's like one, it's literally called a fucking thagomizer. It's like one of the coolest terms for anything ever. Anyways, hey Delphine. Sorry, I was talking to my friends for a second. What makes you think the Thalmor are bringing dragons back? Yeah, thagomizer.
Nothing solid, yet.
I think
but my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor?
Cui bono. Why are the Thalmor after you, Delphine?
Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong.
So we need to find out what the Thalmor know about the dragons. Any ideas?
If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia.
So how do we get into the Thalmor embassy?
I'm not sure yet.
I
have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Yeah, hopefully now this... I think this is when I'm going to start to get more of them that actually attack. Maverick, a lot of them crash. They have, like, designated area... Like, these things, right? Anyways, no, like... Yeah, the tail of the Stegosaurus, it's called the Thagomizer. Which is just pretty fucking hardcore. Like, yeah, I'm gonna swing around and I'm gonna fucking stab you in the head with my Thagomizer. Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's fighting words right there. Alright, dude. Let's see. Okay, so that probably actually woke the dragons up. So if we go back to Whiterun, we're gonna have to deal with that. Probably don't even want to go to Riverwood right now. I still don't know where Serrano went, but let's go to Riften. There's things we can do in Riften. I don't know. Hey, would you rather be like a Stegosaurus type or an Ankylosaurus type? Like, you could either have a Thagomizer or to swing around, but not a whole lot of body armor, or you could have more body armor and have like a big bulbous club kind of thing to swing around. I gotta check in the hotel. Did we get these people married yet? I don't even know. It's fucking reptile. Well, I don't know. I guess they're more reptilian than.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so
Well,
get off my back.
What do you want?
A Thagomizer?
No offense.
I don't even want to know
You're not
what
looking
that
so
is.
good. Are you feeling ill?
Here, you want something or not?
You'd rather have the spiky tail than the than a big because you know, like an ankylosaur, or some people say ankylosaur, but you know, they generally have more like actual armor on their body, but they have that big, like excuse me, like ball on their tail, but they've also got like spikes sticking down along their armor, whereas a Stegosaurus, it's got the Thagomizer with all the spikes coming out of it, but it doesn't have too much else going on for its body. And they're both herbivores, so it's very much a defensive thing. Oh, should I shake her down for some money? A Dankosaurus? A Dankylosaurus? That'd be cool. Pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs. They're pterosaurs. They're a sister taxon to the dinosaurs. They're usually, I mean, you usually see them depicted alongside dinosaurs, but technically they're not dinosaurs. They're their own branch, all the pterosaurs. Same thing with, you know, like the mosasaurs and the plesiosaurs and things like that. Basically, if something flied or swam, it's not a dinosaur. Actually, okay, hold on, let me...
Come back and...
Alligators are not dinosaurs, not even close, Maverick Mason. Because dinosaurs are archosaurs. Their branch... So the archosaurs basically branched off into the crocodilians and the testudinae, which is the turtles. The lepidosaurs, which is... or lepidosaurs, however you want to pronounce it, which is the lizards, the snakes, the tuataras, and then the dinosaurs, which include all the different versions of dinosaurs. There's a couple of different branches. Ultimately, you know, so basically, like, you know, turtles and crocodiles are more closely related to each other than either one is to birds. But the birds are actually more closely related to reptile, or to reptile is a non. It's not a it's not really a good term because it generally, you know what, whatever. I'm not teaching a fucking biology lesson. But no, alligators are not dinosaurs. They split off before dinosaurs even became a thing.
Yes, again.
What
Any
do you
luck with
want?
Sapphire?
And they used to be much more, there used to be a lot more of them. They were like fully marine crocodilians, alligators, crocodilians, you know, you have the gavials, you have, or gharial, gavial, gharial, there's like interchangeable. Alright, hey, thanks Jeanette for hanging out. But, you know, caimans are
You
more
look
closely
like you
related.
could use a drink.
Either ways,
What do you say?
no, crocodiles are more closely related to birds than they are to reptile, or, again, I shouldn't use that term. But, like, let's say lizards, snakes, and tuataras. Crocodiles are more closely related to birds than they are to, say, an iguana or something like that.
Some cheap mead.
You know, it's... Taxonomy gets really confusing, but it's also really interesting if you want to get into it.
You want to talk to me?
Anyways, I don't even know
everything you've done.
Yeah, I gotta sleep. Ma'am,
I'm selling the best
I'm not
mead
gonna
in town
shake you down
cheap.
for
You want
money right
something
now.
or not?
I'm gonna shake you down for money here in the morning.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
First, I'm gonna sleep, because I just gotta sleep.
I'll show you to your room.
You don't
right
have to
this
show
way.
me to the room. I don't know what it is.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. I'm
But yes,
currently
alligators are not dinosaurs. And if you want to look it up, or if you want me to provide links. The only dinosaurs that still live are birds.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
So what, you're like an anti-intellectual? Or you just decided that you don't want to spend a lot of time on it? Birds aren't... After about like the late 1980s, yeah, birds aren't real anymore. They were all replaced. But, you know, before that, before the government had a systematic... I got brown rot again? Why do I keep getting fucking brown rot? Oh my god. I gotta go to the temple.
What do you want?
Why is everyone crowded
No
around the door?
offense, but you're not looking so good. Are you feeling ill?
Dude, I know people that still don't believe in evolution.
Go on,
They
then.
make a
Live on
big
my
deal out
adventurous
of it.
today, eh?
Because, oh, it's
just
raining.
as well. I doubt your combat prowess would prove valuable in a real battle anyway.
Aha! A fellow
Everyone's
Nord.
talking some dog bones on each other.
Fight to the
No, we
Empire.
gotta go to the temple real quick and get. I love a nice. This is the kind of rain that I like. Just nice, steady. You know, it's not crazy. It's just nice, steady. Well, it's raining hard, but it's not raining like. It could rain harder than that. But yeah, no, the whole creationism thing. I mean, I know people still get down on that and have different opinions about it. Anyways, let's make a blessing to Mara. I don't know why I keep getting brown rot. Yeah, I'm really hungry. Yeah, but science is not, you know, like biology, taxonomy, zoology, what, you know, that's not overthinking things. That's actually, at least when it comes to animals, that's like one of the sciences that isn't really controversial, and there's not a lot of political, I mean, other than, you know, I don't know. you know, people will argue about like why the megafauna in North America went extinct. It's not politically correct to say that the Native Americans hunted them to extinction because they're supposed to be so close to the earth and all that stuff. And they, you know, they used all parts of the buffalo and all that bullshit. It's all bullshit. But, you know, there's not too much about that other than like hardcore creationist Christians. But there's really no reason, I mean, you know, and people will invest their whole careers in a certain conclusion that they made. You see that a lot in archaeology too. Of course, that involves more people, but no, we're not overcomplicating things by saying that, yeah, obviously birds evolved from theropod dinosaurs. So birds, in a cladistic sense, are literally dinosaurs. Just nobody thinks of them as dinosaurs. Alligators are more closely related to birds than they are to lizards. Because they... Anyways, whatever. Hey, if you're interested in... I got some pretty good stuff if you're really interested in that kind of stuff. I've got some stuff I can share. I'm not trying to teach a damn class. So we gotta meet her in Riverwood. I guess we'll do this. I guess we better do this first. That was one of my first red pills, was realizing, because I went to a school that taught hardcore creationism. That was like one of the first red pills I ever got, was realizing
Somebody, help!
No, what's going on? Who's attacking who? Are we being attacked by a dragon? What's going on? Somebody just yelled something. I don't know who's attacked. Shit, what happened? Hello, chicken. Hope nobody got killed. Buck, 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 buck. Yeah, that led to the problem of evil, which led to the problem of hell, which started a whole chain reaction. Alright, we gotta meet her. Yeah, this is where we're going? Yeah, there we go.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a
I don't
seat
think
by
you
the
were
fire
followed.
and I'll send
Come
someone
on,
over.
I have a plan.
What are you staring at?
'Cause I have a plan.
We got rooms
You're
and food.
Beautiful.
Drink too. I cook. Ain't much
You're
else to tell.
beautiful. Oh, secret closet. Secrets evil do. Bunny, you can stay outside. Bunny! The egg? Delphine.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy.
That's almost not even a logical question. Like, how... Like, well, okay. I guess if you assume that a chicken just was poofed into existence. So, Delphine, that didn't take long.
I've been doing this a long time, remember? While the Thalmor have been looking for me, I've been watching them.
So what's your plan? How do I infiltrate the Thalmor embassy? I'm sure it's going to be an elaborate plan that involves costumes and subterfuge and everything.
The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it?
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
Yeah, well, people ask that question all the time, but there's a right answer. But I want to get through this dialogue tree real quick. Hey, so, Delphine, how you doing? Who's this contact of yours? Are you sure I can trust him?
Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor, luckily they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties.
Wood elves look pretty different from high elves, but that's fine. So how am I going to get into this party?
Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards.
Once I'm inside the embassy, then what?
That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction.
Alright. I'll see you in Solitude after I meet Malborn.
Sounds good. Be careful.
I don't even know why we'd bother being stealthy. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, they all just like went down into some random... Anyways. No, the egg didn't just pop into existence. If you want to go all the way, like, if you want to go all the way back into like straight up cosmogony, like how did the universe begin? That's a whole different question. There's things that are beyond what we have any ability to measure, let alone conceptualize in some cases. Like why is there stuff instead of not stuff? You know, Plato talked about, what was it, Plato? But yeah, you know, this concept of the prime mover, or the I don't know, the unmoved mover, or something that set everything into action. A chicken egg came from something that wasn't necessarily what... Well, okay, domesticated chickens are red jungle fowl. They come from India. So, any domesticated chicken that you look at, anything that you're eating when you go to the store and you buy chicken or you buy eggs, those didn't even exist until they were bred out of red jungle fowl. So you have to say, where did the red jungle fowl come from? It's progressive. It's hard for people can't like really think about numbers that are really, really, really big or really, really, really small. So when you consider like how you know, what's the life cycle of a chicken? How long does it take for a chicken to go from, or any creature that's similar to a chicken? No. The biggest number that most people can picture in their mind is 12. You can think of bigger numbers in terms of quantities of smaller numbers, but try imagining, closing your eyes and literally in your mind. I know some people can't visualize things, but 12 is about, I mean, it's the biggest I could ever do. But anyways, it's not like all of a sudden there's a chicken. There's something that's more and more chicken-like, and eventually it becomes a chicken. But that's one of the trick questions. Well, hey, you must be a savant. I'm talking about, like, imagine like 1,000 apples in your mind and see identify all 1,000 of them. You can't do it. Like, nobody can do it. Unless you're a savant. Maybe you are. I don't even think savants can do that. Well, hey, there you go. So surely you understand how the chicken and the egg question is actually kind of not even really that important of a question. The first time that something was born that somebody would look at and say, oh, this is a domestic... It even gets more complicated than that, because you're talking about different... these things as... The red jungle fowl is the wild, extant ancestor of modern chickens. Right. They still exist as far as I'm concerned. Or, I mean, not as far as I'm concerned. As far as I know. I'm sorry. It was the wrong thing to say. Now, if you believe in creation, that's pretty much what it comes down to. If you believe in young Earth creationism, then yeah, the chicken came first. If you accept... See... No... Maverick, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. If somebody threw 1,000 marbles on the ground, could you look at it and blink your eyes once and then know how, and then count every one of them? There's a certain number that people can count to like that. Like if you threw like 5 apples on the ground, like a lot, most people are going to be able to just in like 1 second, without even having to individually count them, they're just going to know that it's 5. There's a limit. I mean, come on, man. We're not, unless you're some kind of cyborg supercomputer. Anyways, let's see. What time is it? Okay. Let's see if I can get this pet fox real quick, and I'm probably gonna call it a thing. No, people can't just look at something and I'm sorry, dude. Like, I know everyone wants to feel like they have superpowers, but you don't. Just fucking deal with it. His name is Sweet Roll. Hey, buddy, are you hungry? That's a fox. He's got a collar on it. I guess being Bosmer really does give me away with animals. It's kind of funny because Bosmers, they're literally the opposite of vegetarians. Everything that they wear, everything that they use, everything that they eat comes from animals. They literally will not use plant products at all. Anyways, this little frogs wandered up to me today. Bold as brass, started begging for treats. I didn't have anything on me at the time but a sweet roll. Kind of weird. But it seemed to like that well enough. I wonder if this gift with the animals works on horses. It would make stealing them dead easy. The furry nuisance won't leave me alone. It's been following me everywhere, even down in the sewers. At least it's quiet enough that it won't alert the guards. The fox has a real nose for out valuables. Interesting. Just this morning, She dug a silver locket out of the mud. I never would have seen it if she hadn't started pawing. Dude, I'm so tired. If she hadn't started pawing at the ground, she must be attracted to shiny things. Can't say I blame her, really. Finding Sweet Roll has turned out to be the best stroke of luck I've had in a while. She's got better eyes and instincts than any thief I've ever met, including Vex. I can't remember the last time my coin purse was this heavy. Anyway, I'm starting to jingle like a battalion of Imperials when I walk. Hey, man. I think I'll try out this animal taming thing on the wolves outside of town. Oh, that's a bad idea. Some of the other thieves have been eyeing me recently. They would think twice about jumping me if I had a wolf at my helm. See, he's like, oh, I got to, you know, foxes and wolves are very different creatures. Alright, well, hey, I guess you got what you deserved. Anyways, some sweet rolls. Go ahead. I'll just take everything. Hey, I heard you like sweet rolls. You want a sweet roll? What does the fox say? Alright, I'm just gonna send it to... Yeah, he called it sweet roll because it likes sweet rolls. I'm gonna send it to the plantation. It can protect the crops. Alright, guys. Hey, Thistle, how you doing there, Thistle? Alright, guys, thanks for hanging out. It was fun. It was cool. Hope I didn't offend anybody. You can always check out the Discord. I hear the sound of a dragon, but I'm going to do that later. Yeah, like, subscribe, hit that bell, enable all notifications. If you didn't like the stream, please hit the thumbs down if you didn't like it. I want honest opinions. Also, oh shit. Garcia handpicked sativa. I don't know, it doesn't say anything else. Alright, see y'all later.